George McCombie is the chief of the Solomon Run Fire Company, which was the first volunteer outfit on the scene. Chief, what was the situation when you arrived?
Complete chaos. Bodies laying all over this area here. We found some as far as 200 yards away from the plane. There was one laying over there. Well, maybe not 200 yards, but it was considerable distance over that way. This thing is, I don't know, what can you say? We've been training for this. We've held exercises to train ourselves what we were going to do when this happens. It's inevitable that eventually it's going to happen, and it finally did. It's, I don't know what I can say. It's just...
What was the situation with survivors, Chief?
Well, there was pretty near all of them were outside of the plane. They were almost all throughout. There was two that was trapped inside the plane that we had to take out later. But the rest of them, there was 4 or 5 of them laying at the open door where the door was on the plane. The rest of them were just scattered all over out here.
Has the investigation to this point resulted in any conclusions?
No, sir. This portion of the investigation is for the gathering of the factual data that's available in the wreckage and the records that are available for that. We do not start the analytical process while we're gathering the factual data for the simple reason that the first time that you start making conjectures, then your investigators start looking for proof to back up those conjectures and may go past the very information that we need to actually solve the problem that we're faced with.
The wreckage is now off the field. What steps do you take from here?
It has been moved into the hangar where...
Does this aircraft carry a flight recorder?
No, sir, it does not. None is required for this type of aircraft. The flight data recorder or cockpit voice recorder or both would be very helpful in this situation, and hopefully in the future that they will be installed. However, they're not required in this type of operation now.
Have you uncovered any unusual facts or any facts that have not been announced to this point?
No, sir. So far the investigation is proceeding as routine as anything of this nature can. There have been no developments that would cause us to initiate any other steps than what we're taking at the present time.
Did you find any unusual delay, lapse in time from the time of the crash until help in some form was summoned from the field?
No, sir. In fact, I believe that illustrates my point about jumping to conclusions or using one piece of information as being the entire basis of fact. In fact, the investigation to date has shown that the first notification left the flight service station at the airport at 7:16. The call at that time went to the Cleveland Center, to the main switchboard, which is downtown, which then initiates other calls, such as to the police department and various places of this nature. So actually the first notification after finding the wreckage left the airport approximately 11 minutes after the accident had occurred.
Less than 33 minutes.
Yes, sir, I would have to agree with you there.
How long does an investigation of this type ordinarily take?
The field phase of an investigation of this type usually takes from a week to 10 days to accomplish, and then the findings that are made in that portion of the investigation may dictate that you have to go to the manufacturer or even to the certificating region of the FAA or otherwise to do flight tests or other type testing before you can come to a final conclusion. And that can run anywhere from 3 months to a year before all work is done so that you can issue a probable cause of the accident.
Thanks for watching the WJAC YouTube channel. For more archive footage from atop the Alleghenies, be sure to subscribe to this channel and click the bell to receive notifications.